what? That was a great fight. This was actually a really, really good fight card. Went down in the shy. It went down in the shy. This was a great fight card. I don't think people expected this. I don't think people expected this. This was a great fight card. I was fucking with this. This right here, this was a great fight card. Gotta respect that. Oscar duratre defeats Kenneth Sims. Keeping it real, I thought he won. It was a great fight, though. Before the fight, I kind of had it 50-50. I thought both of these guys are good fighters, but they're not nothing special for real. But this particular fight, this was a great fight. I really enjoyed this. This was a great scrap. You know, when I watch the fight, though, it's like Oscar duratre, he has really good pressure, and his inside fighting is really good, you know, and he was cutting the ring off pretty well. So, you know, some people is mad. They thought Kenneth Sims won. Me personally, I thought Oscar won. I thought that was the right decision. I think if it was going to be something where that would have benefited Kenneth Sims, maybe a draw. But to keep it real with y'all, I thought duratre won. You know, this fight kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you guys remember, this fight reminded me of Amir Khan versus Lamont Peterson. It reminded me of that fight. A lot of people felt that Amir Khan got robbed. And if you watch that fight, it kind of looks like he won, but they gave it to Lamont Peterson because he landed more power shots. And that's what I think happened in this fight. Because Kenneth Sims, he outlanded duratre with his jabs. And he was kind of overall boxing better. So I can see somebody looking at the fight, watching this fight, and thinking that Kenneth Sims won. But what did it was the power shots. Duratre, he landed the more power shots. He was tagging them with power shots all night long, hitting them on the ropes, landed more power shots. And his punches kind of had more of an impact. So, yeah, I think the right fighter won. Shout out to Oscar duratre. It's a great fight. It was a great win. Now they're saying he's the mandatory for, I think, Russell. So that should be if that fight actually happens. I got a strange feeling, though. They might fuck around and find a way to get them to fight again. I got a strange feeling. But that was a great fight. Fucking with this. For real, I'm fucking with this. That was a great fight. I definitely jammed to that. Golden Boy low-key got a talented roster, though. Kid Austin. Zepeda is okay. Oscar duratre. And then that heavyweight Joshua Edwards, I watched his fight earlier tonight. He looked like he can do some damage. I mean, he's, early in his career, but from what I saw, when I watched him, he looked like he can do some damage. He might be in there fucking niggas up. So he got a solid roster over there, Oscar De La Hoya. Like straight up, Golden Boy Boxing, yeah, they got a solid little roster of fighters over there. They got, Virgil Ortiz is over there. Yeah, Zwerdo's over there. Like, yeah, they got some dudes over there. So, yeah, they got some talent over there. You got to shout that out. They got some talent over there. And then, another great fight, that Jojo Diaz and that Regis Prograis, that was a great fight. And yeah, I kind of agree with that. I feel like that could have been a draw too. But that was a great fight. That nigga Jojo Diaz, he had to turn back the clock. Because, Prograis and Diaz are both aging fighters, They're both on their way out. But, one last time they put on a great show. So I thought that was a great fight. I'm not mad at the Prograis getting the win, but I wouldn't have minded if it would have been a draw. I could see that. But I don't mind that. That's fine. That was a great fight. But like I said, the Kenneth Sims and duratre fight, that was a great fight. And nobody thought this fight was going to be good. People kind of dismissed this fight. But me being the authentic boxing fan, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna check this shit out. And I'm glad I did. This was a great fight. Great fight. To speak on Sims though, I think Kenneth Sims is a great talent. He has good skills. He needs to work on his head movement and he needs to try to increase his power. Like he throws good, accurate, quick shots. Like he has quick hands, quick, accurate. The power doesn't seem to be there. And his head movement could be a little bit better because there were shots that he was getting caught with that with better head movement he could have avoided getting hit with. So he needs to work on those two things. But I think everything else he did good though. He had good movement. And yeah, one more thing he needs to do. He needs to like he needs to learn how to fight in the middle of the ring and not letting the guy push him back. But that's where the power would come in at. Because I felt like he would have had more success if he would have just fought him in the middle of the ring instead of letting him back him up to the ropes. He should have just fought him in the middle of the ring. I think had he did that, he would have had more success, probably even won the fight. Because it looked like had he won that 12th round, he could have either got a draw or he could have potentially won by 1 point. That's what it looks like. But I'm satisfied with the decision. I do think duratre won, so the right person won. So like I said, shout out to him. That was a good win for him. So yeah, that was a good win. But yeah, that was a great fight. But I think Kenneth Sims need to work on that. He need to work on his power and his head movement. If he can do that, he should be good. He should be good. But that was a great fight, though. I really appreciated that. So yeah, he got a mandatory next, but I got a funny feeling they're going to find a way to convince him into doing a rematch. They need to bring more fights back to the crib, though. I think having big fights in Chicago, the crib, they should do that. I think Chicago is a great place to have boxing matches, like high-level fights, like big names. They should bring it here. Great atmosphere tonight. Like I said, it's going down in the Chi. But yeah, that was a great fight, though. So going forward, I think we ain't going to get no fight until the 16th. The young boy, Moses, I think Atuma, that's how you say his last name. He's fighting on the 16th. So I think next week is going to be dry. Maybe some UFC shit. But I don't fuck with UFC, though. I'm a boxing guy. So boxing going to be dry for a week. So yeah. But yeah, that was a great fight, though, man. Shout out to Kenneth Sims. Shout out to the winner, Oscar duratre. And that's what it is. But I'm just realizing, though, man, Golden Boy is stacked. They got some talented fighters on that damn label. They got some niggas over there that can put belt to ass over there. Like, damn, they got some killers over there. If you look at the roster, like, damn, I don't know why I'm just now realizing that. Like, they got some killers. Oscar got some killers over there. Yeah, they got some killers over there. Yeah. So I got a question for those that are in the chat. Now, I'm not hating. This is unrelated to the fight tonight. I just want to know. I think he's a good fighter, but I want to ask this question anyways. What's special about Bakum Murtazaliev, Russian dude at 154, the dude that basically fucked Tim Tszyu up? Because they're saying he's the best fighter at 154. I'd like to know what are people seeing in him that's making them say he's the best fighter at 154? Because honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I think 154 is the best weight class in boxing right now, as of now. But honestly, I don't see a fighter in that weight class that's the top guy. I think it's a bunch of fighters that are all good. There's really nobody better than the next. They're all on even ground. I think it could go either way. I don't see nobody in that weight class going undisputed. It's too talented for that. But I think everybody is kind of like neck to neck. I don't think nobody's better than the next. But everybody's saying Bakum is the best. I really want to know what people are seeing that's making them say that. People are saying they're because I'm hearing everybody's like, oh, Bacham is the best fighter. 54, Bacham murders Ali. He's good. Don't get it fucked up. Rushing to whoop your ass. Don't get it fucked up. But I'm trying to think like what like he's. I don't know about being. I don't think he's better than. I don't think he's the best at 154. I don't know about that. Nah, because I'm fucking with Xander. Xander's Zayas. I'm fucking with Xander. Like I said, I don't got no thoughts on Boots at 54 because he ain't fought at the weight class yet. So I'm gonna hold off on Boots. But Xander, I'm fucking with Xander. That's who I'm fucking with. I'm not saying he the best, but that's my favorite 54. I got Xander doing it. I got the Xander. I like Xander. Xander doing his thing. I'm fucking with Xander. You know, talented fighter, great movement. Probably can use a little bit more power, but shit, he's strong enough to hurt motherfuckers, so that's good enough. He can win fights, so that's the main thing is to win. Yeah, you want to see people get knocked out and all that. That's cool, and I respect that. But shit, at the end of the day, you got to win this fight. That's really how you get people to respect you. So, but no, I'm fucking with Xander. That's my favorite 154 fighter. But you know, I was talking a little earlier, and everybody is saying that to some people earlier about boxing. Everybody's saying they got Bacham as number one, and I'm just questioning that. I just don't know if I want to say that, but and I'm not getting good explanations to why they think he's the best. So I thought I'd just ask you guys, you know. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I think about that. But yeah, that shit's cool. But yeah, man, that was a great fight card. But yeah, there's Boachuk and Ortiz. Yeah, that I would like to see a rematch. I don't know why, but well, do I want to say that? I feel like Virgil is good. Virgil Ortiz is good, but if he don't, let me see. How can I say this? Yeah, Virgil Ortiz is good, but yeah, I do kind of feel, even though he didn't lose, but it does kind of seem like he lost that Boachuk fight. Like if you go back and watch it, and if you're actually like a real boxing fan, you will kind of scratch your head at the decision that they gave him to win. You will kind of look at that kind of funny, like, I don't know if he won that. I mean, he won, but it's like you might fuck around and be like, I don't think he won that shit. It does kind of seem like Boachuk won that fight, to be honest. I do low key agree with that. I like Virgil though. Virgil is good. I can see Virgil getting beat, but I do think he's good though. For what Virgil can do, he nice with it. So I got that. Yeah, Xander, one of them boxers. Yeah, Xander. Yeah, he's young, like 22. He's super young, but yeah, he's one of those fighters you can kind of like see. Like last week, you can kind of like tell, like yeah, he's just going to get better. He's just going to get better. He's one of those fighters that you can tell is going to get better. But now I'm fucking with Xander though. I'm fucking with the Puerto Ricans. Like yeah, Xander's Zayas, that dude. I'm definitely a fan, and I definitely think he got what it takes to run that shit. I just think it's going to be really, really hard to be undisputed at 154. And then they're already saying that shit. He might, maybe in like another year or two, go to 160. So it sounds like he ain't going to be there that long. But yeah, I think Xander is nice. But all those guys at 54 are good though. Madrimov is good. What's my man name? Fundora. People was hating on Fundora, but I think Fundora is talented. I don't think that Tim Tszyu win is a fluke. I think Fundora is good. I understand he lost and got knocked out before, but shit, he bounced back, it appears. But I don't think that Tim Tszyu win was a fluke. I think Fundora got hands. I think anybody who fights Fundora, win or lose, is going to be a tough fight. Like ain't nobody running through Fundora. Like if you beat Fundora, whoever you are, if you beat Fundora, you're going to have to earn that. You're not walking through him. So yeah, 154 is loaded. Them niggas is beasts down there. But I don't think Bacham is the best though. I'm just kind of surprised that people think he's the best at 154. I don't know about that. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, man. The IBF panel, like, yeah, them them niggas, man. That Canelo shit is crazy, man. It's over the top. Like I said, I understand Canelo's great. I understand being a fan, but yeah, they on some straight Canelo dick sucking shit. And I'm never with no shit like that. So I can't really, I don't know if I want to go on that panel again. If I do go on the panel again and they start doing that Canelo shit, I might fuck around and have to rage quit because it's like, man, I do not want to hear that fucking Canelo glazing bullshit them niggas be doing. It's like every live, glaze Canelo, glaze Canelo, glaze Canelo. Bro, I don't want to hear that shit. But one thing I do question about IBFP though is like, who the fuck actually enjoys listening to them? Who is the audience that listens to them? That's one thing I am curious about. Like, who actually wants to hear that shit all this time? Who are these people? That's one thing I would like to know. But yeah, them niggas over there, them niggas is hella backwards. It is what it is. Like, them niggas is on some other shit. Because like I said, I ain't never heard people glaze a boxer like that. I've heard people have favorites and all that, and they talk, but just the way they do the Canelo shit, that shit is way over the top. Like, god damn, get off his dick, damn. Them niggas make Canelo's wife jealous the way they be on Canelo's dick. Like, damn. So yeah, them niggas is wild over there. But yeah, man, 154 weight class, it is what it is. But yeah, tonight was a great fight card. It went down at the crib. You know, Kenneth Sims came up short. Great performance. Just need to work on that head movement, get some more pop, and he should be good. To be honest, though, I know I said it. They might do a rematch. Honestly, I don't even want to see a rematch. I'd rather them niggas just move on. Oscar, go fight your mandatory because he's a mandatory now. This was the title eliminator. And Kenneth, you know, you just get back on your feet, make a bounce back, find you another opponent to fight, and just go ahead and do your thing, you know. So you don't get credit for losing, but you know, you can bounce back from a loss. Many fighters have done it. We've seen that. So I think that's what Kenneth Sims should do. Like a rematch, like nah. Maybe later, but not right now. Let Oscar go fight his mandatory and fight for a belt. You know, I feel like he kind of deserved that. So let him go do that, and then you just go ahead and do you. So you just go back to the drawing board, get your head movement right, try to get more pop in your punches, and yeah, just get back to it. So yeah. But that November 22 fight card, that shit gonna be lit. I'm gonna do a full live talking about that, because they just added David Morrell and Callum Smith to that card. I thought that was going to be on a different card, but nah, they just added Callum Smith versus David Morrell. That's going to be, in my opinion, that's going to be a great fight. That card is loaded. It's like every fight is a fucking A+ fight on there. So yeah, I'm doing another live talking about. I'm gonna go full in-depth detail on that one. Like that shit's going to be good. Yeah, that should be a great fight. So yeah, 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 yeah. Them niggas, yeah. Like I said, man, them niggas is crazy, man. But yeah, them IBF niggas is crazy. Yeah, I'm reading what people are saying. Like, yeah, everything everybody's saying is not cap. It's facts. Them niggas is crazy as hell on that damn channel. Them niggas is Canelo maniacs. That's what I'm gonna start calling them niggas. You niggas is Canelo maniacs. Them niggas is crazy as hell for that nigga. That's a fact. Shit. But yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, when it comes to non-black people saying the N-word, I mean, shit, it is what it is. I try to, yeah, that's some bullshit. I agree with what you're saying, but shit, the motherfuckers ain't gonna stop doing that shit no time soon. Shit, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. It was a great fight card at the crib. Shout out to Oscar Durate. He deserved that. And we gonna see what's good on the 16th with Moses Atuma. He probably gonna beat the shit out of that nigga, but yeah, we gonna check that one out. But now I'm gonna hit y'all back with another one. I'm gonna talk about the November 22nd fight card. At Ring 4, that shit, not if it is added Morrell and Callum Smith, that shit is loaded. So we definitely gonna get into that shit. Yeah. Now, when I say the IBF panel, honestly, I'm gonna leave Steel Mills out of it. That Steel Mills dude, I disagree with him a lot, but lately I haven't been. But he's the only one that kind of like talk like he got some sense, and he don't really be doing the Canelo glazing shit. I haven't heard him lately, unless I missed something. Cause like I said, they went live. I went on there live Friday, which was a mistake. I shouldn't have did it. I didn't go on there Thursday though, because they went live Thursday. I haven't listened to the Thursday playback, so I don't know what was said on there. So I don't know if he's recently been glazing Canelo. I haven't heard him. So I cut him a break. The Steel Mills guy, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. So yeah, so I don't really got no issue with Steel Mills. I ain't got nothing disrespectful to say about him. I heard he got a channel. I've never checked it out, but he seemed sensible though. I ain't got no problem with Steel Mills. He ain't and he never disrespected me that I know of. So yeah, not so when I say the IBF panel, I'm leaving out Steel Mills. But the rest of them niggas is fucking Canelo maniacs. Got to get off their knees. Got to. Yeah. Yeah, that dude, Australia, I think yeah, Mirage, yeah, that dude, yeah. Mirage crazy as hell. But yeah, they always just talk shit about him. Yeah. Yeah, that's who you talking about, yeah. Yeah, I think Mirage, he be saying some like truthful shit about the Canelo and Benavidez shit, and they hate that shit. And that's why they don't like him. That's true. Cause I talked to Mirage before, and he was telling me some shit that I actually researched and found out was true. So yeah, Mirage, he be saying some real shit. Yeah, Mirage, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because when I first started coming on the panel, every time he came on there, because I remember one time he came on there when I was on there, they were just talking shit about him. I didn't even know why they were dissing him. And then I was like, oh, they don't like him because he's Benavidez. Because, like I said, because I know what it is. Them IBF niggas can't fool me. Y'all don't like Benavidez because y'all scared that that if he were to fight Canelo, he would probably beat Canelo. And since they love Canelo so damn much, they don't like Benavidez. So I know that for a fact. But when I saw he was a Benavidez fan, I was like, okay, that's why they be talking shit about him. So yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And then another thing about the IBA panel, before I log off real quick, there's a lot of people that be on the panel that bring nothing to the show. They're just there to be there. It's kind of like, why are they even there? There's this guy, what's the guy named? Dude named Round One. There's this little clown dude named Edgar. Weirdo named Carlos. They don't really they just be on, really, they're just on there holding IBF's nuts. That's really all they do on there. And they're on every show and shit, every live. I come on there and I talk boxing, but I don't be on that meat riding Canelo shit. And so I come under attack. Now I got to fight these niggas. That's how, like y'all said, as y'all know, that's how me and the beef with Nuke started, or IBF. I call him IBF. I don't even call him by his actual nickname. That's how the beef with me and him started. Because I ain't with that Canelo dick riding. I don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Who's Clavo? Clavo is that gay dude on his panel. Some dude that's been to prison before. The reason why I'm calling him gay is because you've been to prison before. You're always making gay jokes and laughing at gay jokes. And we all know, I've never been to prison before, but we all know of or heard stories that in prison they be doing that homo bullshit. And you was in prison. So you locked up, you did years, you always laughing at gay jokes and bringing up gay jokes. First of all, what straight dude does that? So it's like you put two and two together. That's the only logical conclusion. Oh, this nigga is into that type of stuff. He's been locked up. He was locked up with other men. And like I said, we've all heard that in prison. Not everybody, but a lot of people be doing that shit. Like niggas be having y'all know, y'all heard them stories about prison. How them niggas be locked up, and he was locked up. And then he's always laughing at gay jokes. Every time somebody say some gay jokes, he's always laughing. So it's like, why do you find that type of shit funny? Then I found out this nigga been in prison before. Oh, he one of them homo thug ass motherfuckers. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So that's who Clavo is. So he's the gay tatted up dude. I say tatted up because I guess he got a picture on his thumbnail, a suspect looking picture, by the way. And you can see the tattoos on his shoulders or whatever. So he's a tatted up dude. So yeah, and he's always laughing at people saying gay jokes and stuff, you know. Because where I'm from, heterosexual men like myself, we don't like, if we're going to disrespect you, we're going to disrespect you. We're not going to say no gay shit. These niggas only can say gay shit to you to diss you. So, and he's always laughing at shit like that. So I believe he's gay. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. It was a great fight tonight, at the crib. I'm gonna come back though. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all about the November 22nd fight card, because that shit is gonna be loaded now, like I said previously. So appreciate y'all showing up. Hopefully y'all show up again. Catch y'all on the next live. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.